What's up to YouTube? It's me, it's Arthur, aka the Indie Comics Guy. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We're almost at 700 subscribers. Let's keep the momentum going. Like this video, share it with your friends, family, your little poodle, whatever the case may be. Let's make this your girlfriend's new favorite podcast to watch.
Everybody's been hitting me up. Want to know my thoughts on Spider-Man No Way Home.
I have a lot of thoughts. Now, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Come back to the video because there are spoilers. Now, I'm not going to do a breakdown of the movie other than, let's see. The end of Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio revealed Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So we pick up right after that. So, Spider-Man, No Way Home, everybody knows Peter Parker's Spider-Man. Messes up his love life, his school life. Everybody has an opinion. Yo, Mysterio is right. Spider-Man's a murderer. All of that. Guess who comes in to save the day? If you're thinking Daredevil from the Netflix TV show, you're right. Boom, he's there. Quick cameo appearance, and if you've been watching Hawkeye, you know that Kingpin is also in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, those of you who are looking for a potential Daredevil TV show on Disney Plus, we may get the reboot we've been wanting. We may get it. So, anyway, Matt Murdock made that quick appearance. Guess who else appeared in this movie?
Electro, the Lizard, Sandman, all these villains converge on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the 616.
Now, if we got all of these villains from different dimensions, we need Tobey Maguire, we need Andrew Garfield. Are they going to just do a cameo appearance and leave? No. Toby and Andrew were integral parts of this story. It wasn't a, hey, come in for 5 minutes, get a check, and leave. No. What was interesting is seeing Todd Holland's reaction and Andrew Garfield's reaction to Tobey Maguire's character, who has organic webbing. They're like, yo, does that come out of any other part of your body? We have questions about this. He was like, no. But it's good to know him and Mary Jane, they still got a complicated thing. Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, we're looking at Peter Parker 1, Peter 2, Peter 3. Great dynamic between these actors and the characters and seeing all these Spider-Man and how they try to fix the villains. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's your traumatic experience? Do you need a hug? What can we do to help you? Peter did not want to just send these characters back to their universes after he messed up Doctor Strange's spell. He actually wanted to help them because he was like, yo, he realized that when we send y'all back, y'all going to die. Like, can we put you in a better position that you might live? He got that from Aunt May, who tragically died, but not before telling Peter 1.
With great power comes great responsibility.
This story was about redemption, not just for the villains, but also for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, who, Gwen Stacy died. He got to save MJ in this movie. It was all about redemption and atonement. That was the theme of this movie. Now, what do I think of it? Talk to Raymond Leonard, Agent Solo. He said something very interesting. He said, you know what? I don't think that was Doctor Strange in this movie. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? That was Doctor Strange doing the Doctor Strange stuff. He's like, no, I think it was a variant. He said this, and I dismissed it at first, like, yo, whatever. Then I went and ate a taco with no cheese, by the way. Real tacos do not have cheese. Ask anyone, or from Texas or Mexico, from the southern states. They'll tell you the same thing. Unless it's Tex-Mex, they throw cheese on everything. Weirdos. Anyway, Raymond said that he thinks this Doctor Strange was a variant. And I was like, what do you have to support this theory? He just said, yo, he acting mad weird. And I thought about it. You know who else is acting mad weird? Wong. Think about it. Last 2 or 3 times we've seen him, aside from Shang-Chi, he just pops up and acts like he's busy. He did this in Endgame. And he just bounces. We don't know where he's going. He did it in Endgame. He did it in this movie. And apparently now, because Doctor Strange was gone for 5 years, he's currently the Sorcerer Supreme. So he just pops in. Why wasn't he there to help in Endgame? I have no clue. He has all these powers and abilities. Could have been a great help. But he bounced. It's like, peace. He did the same thing in this movie. He bounced. He was like, peace. So I started looking at Doctor Strange. He really didn't have no motivation to help Peter. Especially with a spell like this on this level that was this complicated. Very complicated spell. And Wong was like, yo, man, don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad news. Don't do it. He did it anyway. Peter messed up the spell by, so-called changing it by like, oh, I want this person to know I'm still around. I want this person to know. Which is weird for a spell to be changed by not by the person that's casting the spell. Especially this powerful a spell, it should not have been changed by somebody who is not casting the spell. But as a movie, wouldn't have happened in Harry Potter though. It would not have happened. So, again, villains come to this planet, or this dimension, and even Venom at the end, post-credit scene, we see Venom, a symbiote, I can never say that right, symbiote was left here in the 616 after Venom peaced out. But when at the end of the movie where Doctor Strange was trying to correct this spell, he cast a new spell because all these variants start converging upon our dimension. And I think with the multiverse of magic, Doctor Strange, the multiverse of madness, he realizes that not all of these rifts in time and space and dimensional whatever have been closed. So he has to go about closing these rifts. That little spell that he did, looking at the sky just over New York, yeah, there's no way that spell closed all these dimensional rifts. No way. There was even a time delay for the villains as well as the other 2 Spider-Mans to go back to their respective dimensions. Now, going back to Raymond's theory that this was not Doctor Strange. It was a variant. I say that because looking at his first appearance in the movie, and then when he was trying to get this box that he put this spell in and was trying to get away from Peter and his friends, he really did not put any effort to really get this box with this spell back in there. He's just like, let's just go hang out in the mirror dimension. He's Doctor Strange. He could have stopped Peter at any moment if he wanted to. If he really wanted to. And the spell at the end had nothing to do with the little spell in the box. It really didn't. So that whole little plot device of, hey, we can press the button on this box, it'll send the villains back, had no weight when it came to this other spell that he cast. It really didn't. It really didn't. With or without that spell in that box, the leftover residue from that spell, Doctor Strange would have cast this new spell anyway. That's what I'm saying. But I look at Raymond's theory. Doctor Strange was acting strange in this movie. He was acting strange. Again, he had no motivation to help Peter. He really didn't try to get this box back. He could have just, snapped his fingers and it appeared in his hand or whatever. Or on the other side of the world if he wanted to. He went in just on a kid's whim, like, oh, let's do this spell And at the end, kids win again. Spider-Man's like, hey, can you make everybody forget me again? Yeah. And it was Doctor Strange was already casting the spell when Spider-Man said this. Again, none of it makes sense for Doctor Strange. He's supposed to be the master of mystic arts. He's supposed to have a lot of knowledge. He should know the repercussions for every type of spell he casts. Notice when he cast the last spell and Peter was talking, it didn't interrupt that spell. Because the laws of magic, they do apply. He or she who casts the spell is the only one can rewrite that spell. Not a stranger. Not an annoying teenager with acne. No. So do I think this was a variant of Doctor Strange? Yes. Only because he was acting irresponsible. On all levels. Knowing that the first spell he created could potentially destroy the planet. Same with the second spell. Could destroy the planet. Now, after going through the events with Thanos and everything, you think he would have learned something? No. And where's Wong? He just conveniently disappears when the shit hits the shits. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this movie? I personally give it 2 thumbs up, 2 big bags of popcorn, and a large Coke, and maybe a taco with cheese this time. We'll throw that in there because I enjoyed this movie that much that I will eat cheese on a taco for you. For you. Let me know if comments. Do you think Doctor Strange was a variant? Why the hell does Wong disappear when the shit hits the shits? And do you want to see more Tobey Maguire? Do you want to see more Andrew Garfield? Like, I want to see these characters again. I did not realize how much I missed them till I seen them on screen. And do you like the fact that Jamie Foxx was like, yo, you from Queens, you help poor people. I thought you were black, bro. There's got to be a black Spider-Man out there. Gotta be. What you think of that line? Is that a hint for Miles Morales to make an appearance in the 616? Anyway, that's all the time I have today. Like, subscribe. I'm the Indie Comics Guy. Mwah. Peace twice.